Hello, everyone. This is Man United Inside Again on it. Welcome back. Andre Onana is doing what David De Gea did at Manchester United in his first season. If Andre Onana was a cat, he would be running out of lives after another error-strewn night for Man United. A Manchester United official's arm was draped around Andre Onana as they walked through the mixed zone on Wednesday evening. Onana volunteered to front up in Munich after he flimsily conceded to Leroy Sane, but not this time. Onana is the fall guy amid the fallout. Unlike in Munich, none of the United players visibly offered Onana a pick-me-up. "Andre is okay," Erik ten Hag said. "As I said, it is not about individuals. Of course, individual errors in football can make a difference, and you take responsibility for it, but it is always about the team." Ten Hag did not single out Onana, and a question about his possible lack of focus was batted away. Ten Hag preferred to dwell on the extraordinary Hakim Ziyech, his former charge at Ajax, and of interest to United in the summer of 2022. If Onana was a cat, he would be running out of lives. United are still in the Champions League, yet Onana epitomizes their chaotic group campaign of 12 goals scored and 14 conceded. He sparked collapses against Bayern Munich and Galatasaray in Manchester, while he was blameworthy for all three of their goals in Istanbul. Onana's near post was so open for Kerem Aktürkoğlu's equalizer that it was tantamount to a batsman not guarding their wicket. The stars could still align. If United beat Bayern in a fortnight and Galatasaray draw with Copenhagen, then Onana's sudden death penalty denial of Jordan Larsson in their win against the Danish champions will gain greater consequence. That appeared to signal a turning point in his United career. Onana has not conceded a goal in 280 minutes in the Premier League, and United have recorded clean sheets in their last 3 domestic games. The first-half denial of Erling Haaland in the Manchester Derby was a reminder of the elasticity Onana possesses. Onana was the only United starter who performed respectably in that 3-0 defeat, and there were vital stops in the wins at Fulham and Everton. Yet the Howlers are stacking up like presents around a Christmas tree. Bayern, Galatasaray, home and away, Brentford. Savable goals were conceded to Nottingham Forest and Brighton. Bizarrely, Onana is not listed in the Premier League's errors leading to goal stats. There has been a tedious amount of revisionism around David De Gea amid Onana's erratic start. De Gea has returned to Manchester to watch the women's team at Lee's Sports Village with a kit man and press officer, reuniting with old teammates in Hale and cryptically endorsing the prospect of a return. United insist that has never been in the offing. De Gea ended his Old Trafford career clutching the Golden Glove, a collective achievement disingenuously awarded to an individual. De Gea's final season with United was hardly vintage, and it will be remembered more for his meek handling of İlkay Gündoğan's FA Cup final winner than the clean sheets. Before that, there was the fumble at Brentford, a drop dolly against Everton, the calamity in Seville, and a howler at West Ham. The latter two caused a shift in Erik ten Hag's outlook on the goalkeeper situation, when De Gea was previously convinced he would remain at United next season. Ten Hag did not get it wrong in jettisoning De Gea. United required a more rounded goalkeeper, and Onana was the most suitable external choice. What undermines Onana's position now is he has committed more errors in 3 months than De Gea did in the entirety of last season. Mistakes are a rite of passage for a new United number 1. Only Onana is no rookie at 27. De Gea's first 6 months at United were error-laden. Only he arrived at the club aged 20. United were ejected from the Champions League at the group stage that 2011-12 season too, with De Gea culpable in the defeat at Basel. His tendency to go with his feet rather than his hands like a 5-a-side amateur was questioned that night. Onana's shot stopping has been dubious even when he has made saves. He seems intent on palming the ball when the best goalkeepers judge how to glove it to get it out of harm's way. That volleyball technique risks keeping the ball live and gifting an opportunity on the rebound. For Hakim Ziyech's second free kick, Onana tried to shovel the ball away. As testing as the delivery was, no Galatasaray colors ventured near the ball, and Anthony Martial's attempted intervention cannot legislate for Onana's handling. Ten Hag's press conference ended with a Turkish journalist wondering when Altay Bayindir would come in between the sticks. A $4.3 million goalkeeper from Fenerbahce signed in the same summer as a new number one is not a compelling alternative to Onana. Bayindir consoled Onana at full time, as did his sympathetic opposite number for Galatasaray, Fernando Muslera. Until the Africa Cup of Nations in January, Ten Hag seems certain to stand by Onana. He needs an arm around the shoulder.
Erik ten Hag explains what Altay Bayindir has to do to start for Manchester United. Andre Onana's position at Man United is under scrutiny again, but their second-choice goalkeeper is yet to make his debut. Erik ten Hag has assured Altay Bayindir he will get his chance in goal for Manchester United. Bayindir, a £4.3 million summer signing from Fenerbahce, is yet to make his debut, and Andre Onana has played in all 20 of United's matches this term. Onana's position is under scrutiny again after a calamitous performance in United's 3-3 draw with Galatasaray that could consign them to a premature elimination from the Champions League. United remain at the foot of Group A and have conceded 14 goals in 5 games, with Onana blameworthy for a number of key goals. Onana could miss up to 6 games during the Africa Cup of Nations in January and February if he represents Cameroon, and Bayindir could face a baptism of fire. We are very happy with our keeper group, Ten Hag stressed. Andre, Altay, Tom, Heaton, as a group they do really well, they have good performances and they have to push each other. We are very pleased with Altay. He gets used to Premier League, he gets used to European football, which is tough when you are coming from Turkey, but we are very pleased with the process. He is doing very well. He has to be patient, but if he works well, if he keeps his progress, he will get his chances, and he has to take this. United enjoyed dominant spells against Galatasaray and Copenhagen, but in both away games surrendered 2-goal leads as they lost and drew. All 3 goals from Alejandro Garnacho, Bruno Fernandes and Scott McTominay were impressive as United continue to show encouraging signs of mastering the style Ten Hag favors. Yet the failure to get positive results to match positive performances in Denmark and Turkey could be costly. It would be more frustrating if we play poor, Ten Hag admitted. But the performance is very good. It is enjoyable to watch how we dictate the game, how we create chances. That is actually fantastic. But now there is more. If you can sort better the management of the game out, then you start playing football. The football is good, the performances are good, but now we have to learn better how to manage.